Hi everybody, Kylie the groomer. Say hi. This is Bo. Say hi, Bo. He's a Maltese. He's a bit of a poo-poo head, aren't ya? Bo and I have a strange relationship. We do. Yeah. He's a bit of a funny fellow. Say hi. Hello. So he's a big scruff bag. He normally has a bath every week with me, but you might know my whole family's been sick with COVID, so that sucked. So he hasn't had a bath for, I think it's been 3 weeks, which is a bit too long for him because he's a bit of a messy doggy. But today he's also due for a haircut. And, well, Bo doesn't like to be groomed. He likes to bite and growl and be very aggressive for his grooming, don't ya? So I didn't sleep last night because I get anxiety about grooming him sometimes because it doesn't matter what I do or what tools and tricks I use. He's a bit of a scary dog when it comes to grooming, so it takes a lot of patience and tolerance and empathy and you know, just in general trying to understand the little guy. So as you can see, he's a gorgeous little muffin. He's so sweet. Look at him. He's just a big baby. His mum and dad absolutely adore him. They spend every minute with him. He's at work with them, aren't ya? And he really is so sweet until you try to groom him. So what I'm going to do is put him down and I'm going to run his bath, and we're going to do that first. We're going to give him a bath and a blow dry, and then we're going to try and see what we can do as far as grooming him. Alright guys, I'm going to go get his bath ready. We'll pop back for the bath and we'll just see how we go today. I've never done a complete groom on this dog. No other groomer is able to groom him. He's been through several groomers before these guys found me, so we just do the best we can, and what we finish with is what we finish with. And generally his face is left quite long because it's too dangerous to get scissors and things like that in there. So, but yeah, we'll get his bath ready and pop back. Oh, okie dokie. Alright, we have one little boba. So he's pretty good for the bath. I am just going to crack on because otherwise I'll run out of time. It's pretty good for, oh sorry bud, pretty good for the bath. He doesn't like his face being touched, or his tail, or his tummy, or his legs. So pretty much just his back is safe. In the bath I am using Wicked White so we can get him nice and bright again. Some de-shedding shampoo to try and help with the knots and tangles. And some conditioner. Just to, again, to really try and get as many knots and tangles out of him as I can. Because it is impossible to brush him. I keep working on it, we're getting better, but he does not like to brush. Which is really frustrating because mum and dad are, they're so adamant that they do not want him cut short, but he's always tangled and it's impossible to brush him. So this is a dog and a groom that I'm never happy with. I try my best to keep his family happy and keep him happy, but I'm certainly not keeping me happy in this arrangement. So he's one of those dogs that will tolerate so much and then suddenly he just snaps. And he doesn't usually give any warnings, he just goes in for the big old bite. And as I said earlier, I've been off for almost 3 weeks. I got really quite sick myself after looking after my kids and husband, and I got sick, and it's just been a really, really rough month for us. Come here, buddy. Come on. Good boy. So he's definitely a lot dirtier than usual, and I don't like my chances of him having been brushed at home in that 3 weeks. Ah well. Come here. Come on. So in the beginning, which is going back a 1.5 years ago, I started grooming this dog. Stop. I couldn't even do this. I could not bath him without a muzzle, and on several occasions I didn't even make it to getting him in the bath. I had to get his owners to come and get him, and that was the end of it. And a little bit further down the tracks, I had to get Dad to come and help me bath him. So Dad had to come and actually do all of this process while I kind of just stood by and gave him instructions. And over time, we've sort of reached this point where he's pretty good for the bath. I do have my washcloth here and my little comb that I'm going to use to try and get rid of some of the crusties and boogies in his eyes, which he does not like. But too bad, Bobo. Okay, that's not really wet, is it? I keep hitting you with that hose. You're just in the wrong spot today, my man. Come here. Come here. So you can see he gets quite nasty little eyes, and I think he gets quite nasty about his eyes. So when they're soaked like this, sometimes they just come away a bit easier, and he's a little bit more tolerant of having that done in the bath than he is on the table. So I've just adapted to that, and we make it work. So this side's always a little bit worse. Come on, good boy. I know. But wash your face. So I cannot get scissors into that area. Try as I might. Good boy. There we go. Good boy. So every now and again I just do what I can to get rid of any knots and tangles, but in general he's always got knots and tangles there. So for me, over the years that I've been grooming, a year and a half that I've been grooming him, there have been several times where I've sort of just said, guys, you just need to take him for sedation and get him cleaned up. And so we've done that a couple of times, but what's going on? Ultimately, it's really not ideal for sedated grooming to be the solution. Like, yes, it's safe to do, but that having like a 6 weekly sedation for grooming it's a lot. Sedation does take a toll, and the more times the dog is sedated, the more dangerous it becomes. I can't really give you any reasons as to why. I'm not a doctor, like a vet or anything like that, but I mean, you can imagine it's not ideal to have that process go on the body every 6 weeks for something as simple as grooming. So you really do need to try and, where it's safe, work with dogs like this. I think that's a big part of why I persist, because I don't want him to be going through that so frequently. He did have another little Maltese. They're not the same owners, but they were very close. They worked together, and the two doggies are always together. And that dog I cannot groom. There's nothing I can do to help him. I can't progress him. Well, I mean, we really tried for about a year, and there was no progress, and it was overall extremely dangerous for the dog and extremely dangerous for me. So he is one of very few dogs that I have refused to groom. We did have a bit of a routine going where I would give him his wash and brush out every few weeks, every 3 or 4 weeks. And then he'd go to the vets for a sedated groom, but I actually haven't seen him for probably about 4 or 5 months now. So I don't know if, you know, his owner might have not been happy with that sort of arrangement. There's all sorts of things. I mean, the owner sees it as the dog playing and being playful. But I certainly don't. And so again, I had the owner come in and help me with the groom, and I think over time he sort of realised that it was actually a really dangerous situation, and maybe that's why I haven't seen him for a while. You never know though, he could have moved away or anything like that, but I don't call him, and he hasn't called me, so That's one less stress for me. Bo, on the other hand, has shown very small progress. So we persist. So I'm just rinsing him off for a second time now. Get some conditioner going. Do excuse my nasally voice and any coughs. So I'm clear to be back at work, but I'm not 100%. But I've gone 2 weeks without an income, nearly 3, and that's really tough with a big family with 4 kids. So. Drip dry for a minute here. There will be some conditioner still left in his coat, and I'm not going to be mad about that because it's going to help me ultimately brush him out. Have a quick look in his ears. Come here please, sir. So any of these little things I like to try and do in the bath because for whatever reason he's fairly well behaved, but if you have a look in his ears, they are very clean. He does not get them dirty. So I do this just to sort of desensitize, but I don't have a need to stick anything in his ears to clean them. It's not necessary, so I won't be doing it. So, put this in my washing machine. Get his little towels ready over here. Stay there, Bubba. Yeah, where you doing? Where you going? Okay, so Bo is very excitable about the blow dryer. That is one part of his groom that he absolutely loves. So I'm going to take you back over to the table and see you in a sec. Okay, dokes. Come here, my boy. Whee! Are you ready? Okay. You guys should all get quite a kick out of his blow dry behaviour. He's a very excitable little boy. He does not like to be towel dried. Come here. Come here. This is a trigger point for him to be towel dried, so I'm holding him so that his little noggin is facing most definitely away from me, and just trying to be very much in control of the situation. You can see I'm holding his head while I've got his legs. So I don't want to irritate him, but also I don't want to be eating. Good boy. Okay. So I could do a lot more drying on him, but I'm not going to. Stay there. Yes, I know, you're very excited. So he knows the drill. Okay. Are you ready? Rightio, my boy. That's a dry doggy. It's as dry as this doggy's gonna get. Okay. So he already knows what's next and he's anticipating my movements. I'm asking you today, Bo, to please choose kindness. Yeah, see, he says no. He's gonna choose violence. Are you gonna choose violence today? I hope you don't. Yeah, I hope you choose kindness. Okay? Please? You choose kindness for me? Come on. No. He's a good boy. He's so sweet, but it's also a butthole. Okay, so we have a muzzle and we have a cone. And we have an additional tether. And then we've got our belly strap as well. And we're just going to use all of these things that we have. And Bo already knows and hates every single one of them. Ta. Yeah, come on. Good boy. It's because you throw your teethies around and bite me. Uh-huh. Go have it. Sorry. He already knows the drill, which makes me sad, but you know, I have to keep him safe, but I also have to keep me safe. Because we can't be having any injuries. Can we, Bobo? Nope. No owies for me and no owies for you. He doesn't like the cone of shame. But he's learning over time that he does feel safer. That's possible, I guess, maybe. good, Bo. I'm proud of you. Good boy. Okie dokie. So I'm not going to brush first. I'm just going to go in and have a crack. Mum and Dad have asked me to not really give him a haircut, but he needs it. So there have been times where I've shaved him short because he needed it, and I got into a fair bit of strife with the owners, but that's just too bad. Poop happens. Doesn't it, Bobo? So he'll do reasonably well here. The legs and tummy and chest are no good. So he's already getting nice and rigid and ready to tell me he don't like that. Which is too bad, Bobo. We've got to get it done. Okay? I know you didn't promise me, but I'm really hopeful you're going to be a good boy for me today. Because we've made a lot of progress. Don't you growl at me, young man. Keep it together now. I know, don't cry. I know. I'm sorry. I really genuinely am. You know I love you. Don't stop growling. It's enough of that now. Oh, Bobo. Hey, hey. What are you doing? Calm down. Okay? You're fine. You're doing great. Alright, I want you to come forwards a little bit more. There you go. Okay, I'm just going to pick up the hair here. Yep, calm down. Calm down. I gave you a little bit extra more breathing room, but that doesn't mean that you got more biting room, okay? It's not more biting room. It's breathing room. You stay put now. You can come here. Good boy. Okay, calm down. I can feel you all tense. You need to calm down. Just relax. You got knots there? That's okay, we'll go around it. Okay, so he does not like to be held, but I do need to just get this area here. Good boy. It's okay, darling. Good boy. I know. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Are you proud of you? You should be. Good boy. Alright, just relax now. Let me get under here. Okay, so there are knots under his tummy, so that's going to be a trigger. We're just going to zip past that for now. The idea is to keep him as calm as possible through all of this beginning. He is very anxious about this tail too, by the way. You're okay. You're doing good. So I'm just going to take these guys here and oops, sorry camera. No, not quite. You're okay. There we go. Oh, hang in there, bud. Wow, good boy, Bo. You don't really ever make it that far. So I'm just pulling him right back here. Get as much off that tummy as possible, and then swap over to this guy, and we're just going to go under his little tum without upsetting him too much. Okay, so his little willy's just kind of trapped there a little bit. No, come on. Good boy, good boy. So I'm just going to stretch him right back. Now I am going much shorter through his tummy, but I don't like the sound of that. Hang on. Okay, buddy. Put your head that way for me. Good boy. Good boy. Do it. Choose kindness and peace. Good boy. Good boy. That's it. He is doing bloody amazing today. I do have to say that. Good boy. Good boy. That's okay. No, no. Stop, 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 though. Good boy. You're doing great, love. You really are. Hang in there. I know it's a lot. So that's just taking out that underside a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put my hands under here. Don't panic, okay? Alright, so the next part is a lot trickier. I'm gonna leave it. Yes, I am. I'm gonna come back to his sanitary area because that will super duper trigger him. And we want to try not to do that for as long as possible. Okay. Really doing a good job, my love. You really are. So I'm just gonna go back a little bit. Is that the one I was using? It is. I don't like the way this is sounding today. So just picking up all the bits that weren't picked up already. Good job, mate. Keeping him calm. Okay. You're doing great, my love. So now I'm just going to come around to the chest area and pick up what I can. I know there's knots there, so we're not too worried about it at this stage. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So he is doing a brilliant job. I do have to say that. Okay. Good man. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. Good boy. This might be our best groom yet, Bobo. Or at least for this side. Okay, so the important thing is not to lose this belly band, because once I do, I can't get it back under there. He winds up so worked up and so aggressive, I can't get it back under there. He curls up into a ball in the corner, and then that's kind of the end of everything. Okay, my love. Good job. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing fantastic. Very proud of you. Hey. Hi. You did a great job. You did. Yeah. You did a good job. Very proud of you. Right then. I'm going to turn you around and do your other side now, okay? Is it going to be alright? Yeah? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So we're just going to take these and bring our little goosey berry around. And you can see what I meant when I was saying that he's made progress. Like, he knows this routine. We do it the same every time we got to do a haircut, and he gets better. And that makes me a very happy groomer. All right, bud. Get going on there. So no, he's got knots and tangles there, so I'm just going slow to get a feel for what's happening. You're okay. I know, I know. Be a good boy. Come on, choose peace, kindness and love. I know it's so much. Hey, see, we can do this. We got this. Nice and easy now. Take it easy. See? What a good boy. Oh no, I'm so proud of you. Come on. Choose peace. You got this. You do. You're going on holidays this weekend. Aren't you a lucky boy, huh? These guys go out in their caravan, holidaying very regularly. So it's a good time for him to have his hair cut anyway, right before they go away. So we do have some tangles here. And quite a few little fluffy bits that I don't want the clipper to get caught, because that is very dangerous. So it just does not want to go through there. There we go. So I'm going to persist, but I'm going to back out frequently. Good boy. Good boy though. It's okay. I know. You've done so well. So I'm going to put this back. Okay, sorry, SD card was full. Where were we, Bobo? His leg, being a bit of a pain. It is. So I'm not overly worried about the legs, because we're going to put him into a sling, and dear husband is going to come out and give me a hand anyway, so not too concerned about that. Now I am going to, let's do his underside first. And then I do need to shave out his booty because it is just too knotty and matted. All right, my boy. So I've just got my 5 on again. A 7 would probably go through a bit better, but trying to respect the owner's wishes to not go too short. But still obviously being kind to my doggy here. Good boy. Such a good boy, Bobo. Just not quite getting underneath that. There we go. So the areas where he is most knotted is obviously where we just can't get a brush because of his tendency to bite you. Don't cry, don't cry. You did good. So that's sort of those little knots. They're everywhere in this coat. It's very fine hair, like a very fine drop coat, and it just mats so easily, doesn't it, Bubba? Hey, how you doing there? You check in? You're doing good. He can't see anything. All right, my man, time for me to pee you off. Let's have a look here. So he really does not like this. Bobo, you're proving me wrong today, and I like it. Nobody likes a bare bum on their doggies, but, well, they're not brushing them at home. So, you get what you get. I can't brush these either. They're too tight for that. Oh, you're going to be a whole new man, huh? You feel so much better. Okay. It's a very good start. And I do just want to get a much closer snoot around his booty hole, just to reduce future matting. So again, holding him right up. Good boy. And now to really upset him, Some change, sorry, that's too short. Too short. And we'll get irritation. We don't want to go that short. Are you being a good boy for the cameras? Is this what we need, is just to record your grooms every time? Hey? Okay. It's alright, you're doing fantastic, my boy. I'm very proud of you. But hang in there a little bit longer. I know. It's alright. You did good. You did very well, thank you. Good boy. I'm proud of you. I'm going on this side now, okay? It's okay. It's okay. I know. It's okay. Good boy. What a good boy. Okay, so again, it's just this really fine little matting. It's really not much, but if you try and brush it, it pulls and then it triggers him and it's bloody horrible. And I don't like doing it. So basically the aim here is just to keep this dog calm. And if you can do that, you can do this groom. Or a lot of it anyway, not his head and face. So he's kind of funny about that. Like he'll let me kind of brush and comb, but he won't let me scissor or clipper. I don't know. You'll see when I get there. Like you can do so much and then it's all over Red Rover. That's the end of it. And once he is like triggered and he's in that mode of striking, it's very difficult to continue the groom from there. Like you just can't turn him around. You have been such a good boy today though. Yes, you have. So just while he's kind of calm, I'll take care of this back end. You can see now we're able to sort of brush out this body, which again is, we've worked on this quite a bit, and he's really come around to having the body brushed. Good boy. Not so much that area. Definitely not so much these legs, but we persist. Don't we, buddy? Not that you appreciate it, but we do. And we do just want to get right down to the skin with this brush as much as we can and get rid of any tangles and knots. And I know Mum and Dad don't actually like to have his tail trimmed, but it is just a bit longer than it needs to be. So I am just going to take the tiniest bit off that end just to try and have a little bit less of it in the mud. Not much, it's still long, it's still touching the ground, but just a little bit less to deal with on his next grooming. So now these fine little tangles down the legs. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, I know. Okay. So not too much, persisting. I just want to be able to finish off his sort of clipping around his back end so that I don't have to go back there. And I can do quite a bit when he's in the sling, but not the top. You can't really reach the tops of the legs, not very well. So I do try to just get that under control as much as possible. Good boy, good boy. I know, good boy. Hang in there. Good boy, good boy. So there's definitely just a little tangle hanging in here. Oh, honeykins. I'm sorry. Hang in there. Good boy. It's nearly out. There we go. And I don't like leaving him with knots in the coat. Like ultimately there's going to be some left in there, but it's not ideal. I've never met a groomer that's happy to send a dog home with, you know, without finishing the job, so. I know, I'm sorry. Good man. Good man. So we'll just check our work here is complete by using our comb, which is successfully going all the way to the skin through the areas that we've cut. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Make sure that tail is tangle free. A couple of little tangles. Okay, certainly very happy with that so far. So now we get to the bitey end of everything, don't we? Don't like your bitey end. No, I don't. I know. So I'm just going to pull out as much as I can from here, which probably looks a bit mean. But we want to blend in the head as much as possible without leaving too much behind. And we do want to do that while we're still sort of protected by the muzzle and the cone. It's okay. So yeah, I mean, like I said, like a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago, I told these guys I can't groom your dog. And we have come so bloody far, and I'm so proud of him. That part, that's unbelievable how proud I am of him. Okay, hold it. Put down. Good boy. Come on, work with me here. Oh my goodness, he's being such a good boy today. Seriously, I never make it this far. He's been such a good boy. I am proud of you. Yes, I am. Oh man, that is so good. Hang in there. Good boy. Come on, work with me. I know. What a good boy. What a good boy. Such a good boy. Bo. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I just need to blow my nose real quick. Sanitize. Oh. Sanitizer went flying halfway across the room. Alright, good boy. I'm going to try take out these back legs real quick. Much to your disgust. So I am using an anti-static detangler just to try and ease his discomfort as much as possible. Oh, no. No, thank you. Bobo. Good boy. See that? You did a calm down. Well done. Okay, calm. I know. I can feel it. Some tangly bits. I do apologize. You know I don't mean it. So I'm just kind of trying to get like some shape in here first, while he's standing in a natural position, and then when he's hanging in his little sling, I have a bit better luck knowing what I'm actually doing when he's not in a natural position. Okie dokie, sorry, my garden lady just arrived and we just had a good quick chat, which is not ideal, but okay, Bo. So far, Bo has just been such an amazing little boy today for me. So I am going to try and brush out these toots without the sling, just the back legs, not the front. Good boy. I know, I know. I'm very proud of you today. His little tail is in my way, but that's all right. Good boy, good boy. I'm so happy with him today. He's been a superstar. Haven't you, Bobo? Hey? A little superstar. Very proud of you. So you see, like, you might think at this stage that the little cone of shame and the 2 tethers and the muzzle, it might look like overkill, but it's actually become a part of the routine that's really helping to keep him calm. So even though it looks like he doesn't need it anymore, we do need to keep it up because it's a part of what he knows. He knows he has to behave. I know. He knows he has to behave when we do this, when he's got those things on. I know. Calm down. I know, you've got some tangles. Look at that, it's good. Stop. Look, you're doing good. Very sensitive about his feet, he is. Okay. Good boy, stand up. So I did trim these a little bit the last time I had him in for just a bath because they were really grinchy. So don't need to take too much off here. And while I generally say that my channel is most definitely not for groomers, in this instance, working with some pretty aggressive doggies, that is not something that many people are very experienced with. And while my grooming skills are not the most amazing in the world, my handling of some difficult doggies is pretty decent, and you can pick up some tips from me there. Not a lot of groomers, like this guy's been turned away from probably 4 or 5 groomers. And it just goes to show, and a lot of people comment on my videos, you take too long, or you're stuffing around, or the dog's being aggressive because you're telling him he's a good boy and stuff like that. Like, sometimes you try something a little bit different and you're surprised by the results that you get. Okay, so sometimes just getting the job done is not the best way. Sometimes taking too long and telling the dog that they're a good boy and making them comfortable, sometimes that's the right way to go. Especially since this dog comes back to me every single week, I'd rather have a nice cuddle with him when he arrives and a nice cuddle with him when we're finished, and deal with his behavior in between, because he, even though he doesn't like this, he still is trusting me with things that he's very anxious about. He's trying. And that's because I've always been kind to him. He knows I'm not malicious in what I'm doing. And he's not scared of me. He's scared of what has to be done. Because it hurts. But just like that, we've made extremely good progress. All right, bub. Come here. So now we're going to have a look at his chest area. And I am going to keep him... Oh, you're a bit smelly. Your hair's not dried enough. So I am going to keep him in the belly band just because it's giving me the ability to control his movements quite well. But I am going to, there we go, tether his little noggin that way, just to reduce his downward bite. So you'll see that this is quite knotty and tangly. This is the point where we've come in with that number 5 underneath and gone quite short. And what we're going to try and do is blend it down a little bit. As much as we can. Getting rid of as many knots and tangles before coming in. No, sir. Okay. So basically whatever's left after this either has to be scissored or, I mean, we can try to use a shorter blade and blend it, or we just have to leave it and try again next time. So as much as we can get off is good. Even the fact that he's letting me try and get in here is amazing. Come on, Bubba. Good boy. I mean, I'm super happy with what we've achieved already for today. And his mum and dad would be too, because this is not an awful groom for him. Not at all. So the back leg on that side I haven't done. And this area here is not quite right. I'm not going to get the clipper in there, so I'm just going to come back in with these little chunkers and chunk out some of it. Just blend it a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but that's fine. Don't care about perfect. Okay, that's that. Now, come on. You hang in there for me. Come on. Sir, come on. That's enough. That's enough. So very dramatic about the front legs. Okay, stop growling. You're fine. All right, that's that. All right, let's have a look at his noggin. So he's gonna release that. Take the cone of shame off. Come on, you did a good job. I'm very happy with you. Yes, I'm very happy with you. So now we're going to move these tethers down. We are going to keep his muzzle on, but we're going to pull that down too. Yeah, I don't want this spray in his eyes, so I'm just going to hold his little head down. Stop that. Oh, mister. You'll be feisty with me. Come on. You do have to keep this on. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I've probably adjusted this for another dog, so it's a little bit bigger than usual. Okay, so I'm using this long bristled detangling brush. It is the best thing in the world for these long haired puppers. And I'm kind of not being overly careful initially because I just want to get in there. So the top is fine. All of this around his face here is not. He always has big tangles here. Come here. Come on. So I'm just going to work through as much as I can. Like I'm being careful, but I'm not, if that makes sense. Because I know his behavior in this area is not really that bad. Kind of just get it done. To reiterate the importance of brushing your dog at home. If he were regularly brushed as a young pup, stop that. Stop. this would be a very different scenario. So the only brushing he gets is with me, and it's not enough. Even he comes every week, I'm not kidding, every 7 days, and it's not enough for this length of coat. When I first started grooming him, he had a full drop length coat, and it was an absolute mess. And the owners, I was pretty new to grooming, the owners were like, nope, you do not cut him under any circumstances, do not cut the hair. And so I started to mat break, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And it took me ages to build up the courage to say, I'm sorry, but we can't do this. Actually, I didn't say that. I shaved the dog. I shaved all his hair off, and then I took him back and I apologized. And I cried. I was in a mobile trailer then, and I was crying, and I had my husband on Dale, you know Dale. I had Dale on the video camera, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can't let this dog suffer anymore, so I've just shaved the dog. And he was like, how could you do that? What are you going to do? What are you going to tell them? And it was all like panic stations, but I just decided that it was the best thing for the dog, and I did it. And ever since then, I generally do the best thing for the dog. Don't we, Bobo? Hey? So they won't be happy with like the length of his haircut today, but it's manageable. Especially with them going away on holidays, he always comes back a matted mess. So I'm super glad that we've done this right before he goes, because he'll be in better, he won't be in like such a shocking condition when he gets back. Usually when he comes back from holidays, that's when I shave him again and get in trouble, but oh well. Hopefully this time we won't have to. And that's still a really good length. Like, what was that, 16 millimeters, 19 millimeters? That's still a good length. I think Jude's 19 millimeters. That's still fluffy. But you can't have a long drop coat if you're not brushing it every 5 minutes of the day, or tying it, like banding it and stuff like that to try and protect it. And also he's a pet. Like, show dogs are not generally, you know, if they are running around in mud and stuff like that, their hair is in bands and it's got plastic bags around it and it's all tied up to kind of manage that. And that doesn't happen here, so that's why it doesn't work. Good boy. Okay. So we're just going to finish off sort of my next dog will be here soon. And I've got about 20 minutes to finish him off, so I'm going to brush out as much of this head as I can. Make it not look too silly, even though it always does look exactly the same. I know. Good boy, good boy. I know. Come on. Come on. And he's been such a good boy today. So if we can finish, we're not going to finish up nicely because I have to do his feet. But if we can finish up a little bit nicer than usual, that's a win. We want to take that win. We do. Stop. I know. Shh. No. Up. Oh. Come on. You've been a pretty good boy today. Yeah. I'm just going to shorten this up a little bit. I'd hate for it to pop off right when he tries to bite me. And I know I look super dramatic because he's been such a good boy. But that's just the way, like, that's the work. I've done the work to get to the point where this dog looks like a good boy. But also I know what he looks like when he's not being a good boy, so it's not dramatic at all to have the muzzle and stuff in place. Stop that, come on. And yeah, like this, he's always been kind of good for having his ears brushed. And the top of his head. Come on. But you see all these knots? Like, I do this every 7 days, and every 7 days he comes back full of these knots again. It is insane. So weekly brushing with this length is not okay. It's not enough. And these, like, I've cut out so many knots and tangles from here at the back, And they just come back again and again and again. But you've got to pick and choose your battles. You have chosen kindness and love today, Bo, and I'm so happy with you. It's a good boy. Okay. Go on. Floof it all up. You gonna shake your head? No? Okay. Okay. Stop. And do your face now, okay? Shh. Okay. Shh. Come on. So I am holding on for dear life here because if I pull the wrong hair, he will just bite me. Okay. So there's a prickle in there. Can you see that? Little prickle. That's out. That's what pulled. That's what made him react that way. I know. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, come on. Shh. Good boy. I know. Okay. Come. Hang in there. Good boy. You're doing great. You really are. There's a tangle there. That's really bothering me. Come on. There we go. Okay. Tidy that up a little bit. Okay. There's another little prickle there. Shh. Okay, now we're going to try this side, which there's a big mat there. Up. And try and go around that for now. Stop. No, come on. Be a good boy for me. Good boy. Hands. Okay. Shh. Alright, so we're going to just get him in Cordale to come and help me now. Come out and help me. And we're just going to get him up in the sling and finish off his legs and his sanitary area, and next week I'm going to pick the battle of his face. Okay, so this week we will focus on this body, which we've done a pretty damn good job at, and try and get into his sanitary area right at the end, and then next week we'll focus on trying to get his face into a bit better condition. But overall that's not too bad. There is some mats on his face which will be a very dramatic process to try and get those out, so we're not going to do that today. Alright, I'll pop back once Dale's here. Okay, we are back.
Battery's at 3%.
Oh, my battery's about to die. Anyway, Dale's here to give me a hand, and he'll change that battery over while I wrestle young Bo here to get into this sling that I absolutely hate, but still have not got around to buying a new one. All right, you want to hold this?
Oh. Grumpy little fella.
Did miss the part where he sorry, can you just relax it a little bit? I've got no room here to move anything. We did just miss the part where he was growling at me, but that's okay.
Sounded like a little seagull.
He does not sound like a seagull.
Yeah, you know, you go to the beach and you hear the seagulls growling at each other. But that's what
So
he sounded
you're
like.
going to go there?
Yeah.
Is his front legs in properly?
Yep.
What's happening here? I really despise this sling. I hate it. Can you hold that for a sec?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this will not do much, but it's just an extra point to try and keep him in here. Don't worry about that. Okay, just change that battery over and we'll get started on these little leggies.
Quick draw McGraw.
Okay, so he does have his muzzle on and his little cone of shame. And I've tethered his head up a little bit higher just to stop his downward bite. Again, this back leg is not being too bad with. It's the front leggies. That will give me a run for my money.
He's just hanging about the place.
So mostly I need Dale just to make sure he doesn't like jump out.
Yep, I'm doing that from here.
While you hold the camera. So I'm just brushing up his little toots. It's not an ideal angle for me, but just trim down some of that floof.
He looks so soft and friendly, doesn't he?
He is soft and friendly. He just doesn't like to be groomed.
So then he's not soft and friendly.
He's soft and friendly when he's not being groomed. And he's actually been a super good boy today.
Well, he's getting all pretty so he can go on holiday tomorrow.
That's
and
right.
get all dirty.
Okay, come on. So he's not relaxing his foot at all. Lots of detangler. And hang on for dear life, my friends. Oh no, I know, I'm sorry.
You're the one who's fuzzy, so you have to suck it up.
He's been so good though. It's like he's starting to really come around quite
That
a
would
lot.
hurt though, because if you pull hairs on my arm, it hurts.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello. Here's a new arrival. What's his name? Or her name?
Zeb.
Huh?
Zeb.
Zeb.
Yeah. Zeb.
They must have had like 25 different dogs.
No, but he is a I think he's like a Kelpie crossed with a Corgi, which is
that's an interesting combo.
very unusual combo. I can't believe how good he's been. Like, I'm going to look like a liar and over dramatic.
Yep. Wow.
But that's okay, I'm happy. You can make a liar out of me.
You often look like that.
Oh, thank you. He can make a liar out of me.
Like with Obi?
Yeah, oh, Obi? Are you kidding me? You
Yeah.
saw him snapping at me.
Yeah, on video.
Probably can't see what I'm doing there.
Look at that. He looks like a little rabbit. His foot.
He's totally just submitted, which is not, I don't like to have dogs submit to me. Like, I don't like to do a power kind of scenario.
He's done this enough times.
But he really has just submitted himself to his grooming today.
He's done this enough times, he knows.
But do you remember times when I've been on like video call with you and crying because I just couldn't groom
Because he
him?
was such a turd bag. Yeah, right.
Like, if you think about that and then where we are now, how much of a difference putting in the work for these dogs makes.
That means you win.
Well, he wins.
You win.
I win, but he's winning.
You won the fight.
What's behind me? Get out of the way. There we go. So again, just trimming down these little teddy toots. Still some tangles right on the toesies.
What'd you call it? Teddy clip.
Teddy toots.
Teddy toots.
Teddy toots.
Oh, good
I'm
luck.
sorry.
Good luck. Subtitles.
Somebody commented on the other video
Yeah, I saw.
where they had to go back to see what the subtitles nailed it though, or did
Yeah,
you
they
fix
got it
it?
right. No,
Oh, see,
I didn't have to edit it.
they're learning. I know, it's okay. Good boy. Alright, so that's it. Those tangles are out of there, and that leg is...
So how come here is all still wet?
Because I just sprayed it in de-tangler to get the knots out. Hang on. Oh, boy.
He's released.
So I'm just trying to get the inside of the leg now. There's still tangles there.
So you,
Oh, you got your muzzle off too.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just fix this up a little bit, huh? Yeah, we can't have...
You just hang there while we fix it, alright?
Yeah, just hang out. You got this. We can't have any riskies, okay? Because then Zebby won't get his groom if I've got sore fingers. Will he? I do really appreciate your effort in behaving yourself today, though.
And this guy is Bo. Just B-O.
Bo.
Can't see him.
No, his face is still quite long. Okay, so have a look in here. We've got all these mats in like his underarm here. Just try not to die and get rid of them. So that's really super short, but whatever.
He'll be happy.
If we can get rid of that, he'll be much more comfortable. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. I know.
Oh. Poor little bugger.
It's not nice. Can you imagine having someone pull your underarm hairs?
I get people pulling my arm hairs all the time. That's a joke.
Is it people or is it
funny.
just me?
Everybody.
What? Who else is
Look
pulling
at that.
your arm hairs? Yeah, you're hairy.
I'm hairy. Having your arm hairs pulled is not pleasant.
Well, I do apologise. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang in
What's that?
there.
There's a knot there. You can see it. Yeah.
Okay, come on. Good boy. Put this down. You don't want that there. Good boy. Okay. Look, we nearly just head-butted. Bye. Come on. Come on. Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's freezing in here.
Is it?
Yeah. So, you seem to be doing pretty well by yourself.
You're gonna leave me?
I'll have to get back to work. Yeah.
Ah, rude. But what about the other side?
Well, if it becomes a problem, he's got a bindi in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We love bindis, don't we?
I've already done all the work on this side, that's why it's easy. You've got to help me turn him around anyway.
Okay.
Let me just do this part. Oh, you're crying, lovey. I'm sorry. Can you hear him? He breaks my heart.
Not mine, I don't have a heart.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
He's got lots of knots in there. It's going to be so much more comfortable getting that out.
Yeah.
And like with him having his weekly groom, ultimately I would like to be able to do this with his feet every week and keep them tidy, but it's just not possible with the way that he behaves sometimes. But let's have a look.
Good.
Today's a good day. I reckon I am super happy with that.
His mum told him if you're not good, then you won't go on holiday.
Well, maybe. That's that side done. Alright, let's turn him around and do the hokey okey pokey.
Oh.
Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, put your left foot in, and shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn
Turn the dog around.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, just do the job. You're going to get people saying, oh my god, just do the job.
Okay. I'm going to grab this side. Okay. So the reason why that side was easier, my love, is because I'd already kind of brushed it all out, but I haven't brushed out this side. So
Well, you have fun with that. I have to go and draw a house plan because I have another 10 house plans to draw after that.
Who to you?
If you need me, I will come back out again. Hi.
Thanks for nothing. Love you.
Love you. See you, bye.
Okay.
Oh, well, steal a Coke.
Oh, so you're going to leave me and steal my cold drinks out of the fridge?
Yep.
Rude. Okay. Anyway, in any case, I'm so freaking happy with how he has gone today. Again, we just back brush the top of these toots, trim down some of that bulk. And see how it's not, like he's not in a natural position, so it's really difficult to have the hair sitting exactly where you want it. Don't always cut the way you had meant to, but he's calm and cool and collected and being a very good boy, so that's all we really care about. And we didn't need the big guns. Hey, Bobo. I'm totally fine. If you want to make a liar out of me every time I groom you, that is okay with me. So the kids are back to school today after 2 weeks off. And the two boys have swimming lessons on the first day back. So they're going to be absolutely exhausted tonight. And I'm going to record Zeb's groom next as well, because he's an interesting crossbreed for a start. He's a very... Okay, I don't know why that stops. I'm going to... I did take my mask off because I realised I still had it on. Record Zeb's groom because it is... he's an interesting crossbreed, being that sort of Kelpie, Corgi mix. But also he's a very good, satisfying de-shed in the bath. And he can be a bit of a feisty boy as well. So it's always a little bit interesting. And he's not just a straight shave down. He gets a proper haircut. So it's nice to record something other than straight shaves. I know. I know. Bo, calm down. Calm down, okay? You're alright. Calm down. Shh. So with the legs, I'm not trying to necessarily get all of the knots all the way out. I'm just kind of bringing them up to the edge. There's a big bindi in there too, I forgot about. To the sort of away from the skin, and then cut out what I can. There we go. There's your little prickle gone. Should I feel better? Huh? So yeah, we're not trying to tackle the whole tangle at once, just bit by bit. It's okay, it's okay. I know. And of course I can't look at the legs front on to gauge what I'm taking off as well, so sometimes they're not necessarily even. Which sucks, but just do the best we can with what we've got. Oh, hair doesn't want to come out. So yeah, this level of knot that he has is just from 3 weeks. It's 2 or 3 weeks. Come on, come on. I'm pretty sure it's only 2 weeks now that I think about it. Come on, put that over there. So I just don't want him to bite these scissors, of course. That would not be ideal. Or get his little tongue or anything in the way. Brush these furbies out. And we're not even running too far behind on time either, so certainly a happy chappy. Yes, I am. Hey? I've only got 3 dogs booked in today, again because I'm just not 100%. I just want to take it easy because I'm not going to recover properly if I'm overworking myself. Initially I was like, I'm just going to book in like 8 dogs a day and work long hours so I can catch up, but all I'm going to do is burn myself out. And so despite the fact that I haven't earned any money for 2 weeks, I think it's probably the best thing I can do for myself is just ease back in. And it's Thursday today. I don't work on weekends because I like to have that time to, I like that time to try and be with the family and hang out with a friend, or, you know, catch up on stuff I've got to do, or just look after myself, which is not something I'm very good at, but I try. And working 5 days a week is more than enough. A lot of groomers do work 6 or 7 days a week, but if you are doing that, stop doing that, please. You deserve better for yourself. You deserve more time to look after you, and while you might be coping with it initially, or even for several years, at some point you will just hate your job. You'll hate your job, you'll hate the dogs, you'll hate the clients, and you won't be a very good groomer for it. That's for sure. We see lots of groomers that aren't, that really shouldn't be in their profession anymore, and it's because they've burnt themselves out. They've done too much. So don't do that. The hardest part about that is just saying no to people. But really, when they message you or you take the call, you say, no, sorry, I don't work on weekends. And that's that. So I will take, I'll have a late start to my day, a late morning, and work late at night in the evenings to cater for people who work different hours. Happy to do that. So I'll start at, 11 o'clock and work until like 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. That helps some people. Other people will have their dog dropped off early and then they'll pick them up late, and that's fine. I don't mind. We've got room for them. Alright, my darling. The last thing we have to do is tackle his sanitary area, which is going to suck. So, quick tidy up here. Swap this over and get it ready. Quick peek at some of these nails, even though we're pretty well out of time. I did do these last week as well, not last week, the last visit. Yeah, they're fine. When I trimmed up his little grinchy feet. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure that he's not tethered anywhere where he'll get stuck. Put him down carefully. Just relax, my boy. Undo all these bits and bobs. Trying not to aggravate him, of course. Okay, so I'll just take all of this away because we're not going to use it. Bring my, hey, Bo. Come on, stop. seen, just on this side here, we can do a little bit better there. You're fine. Normally, he does not like to be held by hand, which is why I use the belly band on him. But he is tolerating me today. Yeah. You're being a very tolerant boy. Okay, so I'm just going to no, fight him and get this done. No, no. No. No, no. No. Good boy, good boy. No. Stop, no. Okay, I'm not growling at you. Don't you be growling at me. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Whew, my arm got tired then. Good boy. Okay, there's still stuff in there. Oh. Let's have a look. I rest my arm for a sec. Oh, and I'm out of breath too. Thank you, COVID, for that. Hey? What's all this? So see what I mean? How you can't really reach the top when they're in the sling to get that tidy? Okay. Alright. So he's on to me this time. But hopefully you can see a little bit there. No, no, no. Stop it. No. No. Up. Stay. Up. Good boy. Don't move. Stop, stop. No, Bo. Oh. Come on. Come on. You're doing a good job. You really are. Okay. Stop. Stop. It's just this other side here. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's have a look. That's pretty good. There's no knots in there pretty much. It's not tidy. Oh, there's one big knot there. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna get this off for you. There are literally no words for how impressed I am with him today. Oh, that's a big face full of fluff. Yes, it is. Are you proud of yourself? You ought to be. Yes. All right, we will battle out his face next week. I know it sounds silly, especially with him having been so well behaved today, but pick your battles when you're trying to train dogs like this. The fact that he comes every week is a tool that we can use to work with him and teach him that he is safe and loved, and it's working, so we're going to stick with it. Frustrating as it might be to see him behave the way he is. Here you go. But I am not disappointed in this groom at all. Which says a lot, because normally I'm very upset and I run way over time because I'm trying to deal with his tantrums and things. Alright, my darling. You, sir, are done. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Come here. Mwah. Alright, my sweet little muffin. Should we get you home to Daddy? Alright, darling. Here you go. You've got to smile for the camera now. Look at his face. It's terrible. It really is. But, excuse me, sir, if you'll let me. His body has had a trim. It's not perfect. Look, there's bits. So now for the next few weeks, every time I groom him, I'll work on tidying up different bits and pieces. Trying to have it all neat and tidy, but overall I'm really super happy with that. So Bo, hi, hello. I'm happy with that. He's got no knots and tangles in that body. His feet are tidy. His nails are already clipped from last visit. So, you know, 'tis what it is, and we keep working. And, you know, as I said, a year and a half ago, I had to call his dad to come and get him off the table. I couldn't even get him off the table. He was so aggressive. I couldn't get a muzzle on him. I couldn't put a tether on him. And I couldn't pick him up at all. So the fact that we've made it this far and had such a peaceful groom is just amazing. He has done so well. And I might try and record his groom next week so you can see what he looks like when he comes back from holidays and how we sort of tidy things up from here and kind of, you know, make everything look a little bit better. But that has completed our groom, and I hope wherever you are, you're having a fantastic time of day. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button because we are gunning for 4,000 subscribers and we're nearly there. So subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications every time we post a new video, and make sure you say hi in the comments because we love seeing you all. Alright guys, have a fantastic time of day and we'll see you next time. Bye!